Hello, I'm Aaron, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about 5 more wrestlers I believe are underutilized. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more wrestling-related content. Once again, these are in no particular order. But starting off, we have Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Shinsuke really should have held a world title by now. Shinsuke won the 2018 Royal Rumble, but then went on to WrestleMania to face AJ Styles, and he lost. He really should have won that match, because following that loss, he's kind of been on a downward spiral, and he hasn't really done much since then. While he was in NXT, Shinsuke had a following like pretty much no one else. The fact that now Shinsuke is just kind of there and isn't being used in any prominent way is just kind of disappointing. He is so talented, and he's just not really using that talent. He's not being allowed to use that talent. Next on the list, we have Candace Larae. Now, Candace has been in NXT for a couple of years now, but she hasn't really done anything. She's had, I believe, 2 women's title matches, and she's lost both of them. I believe Candace definitely should have held a women's title by now. Candace is easily one of the most talented wrestlers, male or female, so the fact that she really hasn't held the title by now is really just a missed opportunity. Next up is Samoa Joe. Now, once again, Samoa Joe is someone who should have won a world title by now, but he hasn't. Besides the NXT title twice, and the US title, I believe, twice, he hasn't really held any titles. He hasn't really done much. Currently, they have Joe on commentary, which he's doing fantastic, but his talents really should be used in the ring. Samoa Joe is absolutely one of the greatest to ever do it, and he's not really getting to wrestle at all right now. It's about time they get him back in the ring and back doing what he does better than just about anybody else. Next on the list is Daniel Bryan. Now, Daniel Bryan's a little bit complicated, because back in 2014, he was on top of the world. He beat Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton in the same night, and won the World Heavyweight title in the main event of WrestleMania 30. And the following year, he won the Intercontinental Championship ladder match to win the Intercontinental Championship for the first time. But then he got injured, and ended up resulting in him having to retire, or so we thought. Since Daniel returned from retirement, he has been WWE Champion, but I feel like that title run just didn't work. Nothing against Daniel, nothing against really anything. I just feel like the concept in general was bound to fail in the first place. Now, I wouldn't consider it a complete failure, but it certainly was not living up to the full potential of Daniel Bryan. In my opinion, Daniel Bryan should have won the Royal Rumble this year. Edge won, and I'm very happy about that. But I just feel like it should have been Daniel, especially considering Daniel might never win a Rumble now. He has said himself his days are numbered, and he knows that. So the chances of him getting to win a Rumble at this point are very, very slim. So if they were ever going to have him win a Rumble, this would have been the year, and they didn't do it. So I definitely think Daniel Bryan's underutilized, at least currently. Last but not least is Dakota Kai. Now, Dakota Kai is incredibly talented. Unfortunately though, Dakota Kai hasn't really done anything. She hasn't really had any big matches. She hasn't really had any proper feuds. Dakota has just kind of been there. Dakota's been doing fantastic work, but hasn't really been doing any work that quote-unquote matters. Dakota is way too talented to just not do anything, so I feel like she definitely is underutilized. That's all for today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, goodbye!